Ibibigay ko na po ang microphone kay Vice Consul Aaron Lozada para naman ibigay sa inyo ang tamang impormasyon sa ating consular section. Ibig sabihin, ito yung passport, mga dokumento nyo na pinaprocess sa embassy. Vice Consul Aaron.
Hi, good morning again. So I'm here to discuss po yung ilang services natin sa ating consular section. First off, anong oras ba ang operations ng consular? So for everybody's information, the consular section is open from Sundays to Thursdays, except holidays, from 8 a.m. to 12 noon only. So tandaan po natin, mula alas 8 lamang hanggang alas 12 ng tanghali. So kung meron po kayong kailangan sa consular like passport, notarials, authentication, SPA, NBI, report of birth, report of marriage, tandaan po natin, only until 12 noon. So what are the different services from our consular section? Of course, the most obvious would be the passporting. Lagi po natin tatandaan, pag sa embassy po magpapapassport, we are required to have an appointment. So just log in to passport.gov.ph, then choose Kuwait and then set your appointment. Napakarami pong appointments na available, napakarami pong slots na available sa ating appointment system. So hindi po natin pwede sabihin that there's no appointment, there are no slots available. Because every day, we release 60 slots. And so far, not all of them are being used. Paano po kung emergency, hindi na, wala nang time para mag-appointment since it will take 2 days? You can go to our VFS Processing Center in Manila sa UTC building. Doon po sa VFS, walk-in lahat, hindi po kailangan ng appointment. So what are the requirements for passport renewal? Just bring your old passport, photocopy of your passport, and a photocopy of your civil ID. That's all. So paano po kung, since dito ka sa Kuwait, you need 18 months in your passport in order to renew your visa. That's why we have a passport extension. Of course, we suggest, please renew your passports early, but just in case that you're not able to do so, you can avail of our passport extension. We will give you additional 2 years provided that your passport is still valid. So what are the pricing? For passport renewal, it is 19 and a half dinars. And if you are going to avail of passport extension, that's another 19 and a half dinars. And wala pong bayad ang scheduling ng passport appointment. So for those who need passport services, open po ang ating passport processing unit dito. Tingin lang po tayo sa left. So we have our passport processor and encoder. So kung dala niyo yung old passport niyo and a copy of your civil ID, gusto niyo na magpa-passport, punta lang po tayo dito sa ating passport processing. So next would be our notarial section. So ano bang documents ang nasa notarials? We have acknowledgement and special power of attorney, affidavits, notarization of contracts, affidavit of support and consent. What is affidavit of support and consent? Yung pong workers or residents na andito who wants to bring their family members via a family visit visa, kailangan nyo po ng affidavit of support and consent. Hinihingi po yan sa immigration sa Pilipinas, otherwise your loved ones will not be able to fly to Kuwait. So kailangan nyo kunin yan here and ipadala yung original sa Manila. Next would be PSA documents, so birth certificate, marriage certificate, and then also we have the diploma and transcript of records, lahat yan sinacertify sa embassy. Kung yung requirements ng current job nyo, you need an NBI clearance we can process it in the embassy, but only for fingerprinting purposes. Kailangan yung NTI card nyo with your fingerprints dadalhin sa NTI in Manila. So you need to have a friend or a relative in the Philippines who will process it for you. Next is parental travel permit. Kunyari, Filipina with a foreign husband, tapos hindi kasama ang father sa pag-travel, kailangan niyo po ng parental travel permit from the embassy signed by your foreign husband. Also, dun sa mga Filipino couples na may anak who will travel without their parents, without either parents, kailangan niyo rin po ng parental travel permit. Also, Filipino couples na hindi kasama yung mother, father lang ang magta-travel, kailangan pa rin po ng parental travel permit. Those who need to convert their Philippine license, kailangan po ng apostille driver LTO certificate. We also process that in the embassy. Remember, if you need something authenticated at the embassy, kailangan po dumaan na sa DFA in the Philippines for the apostille certificate. Because what we authenticate here in the embassy is not the document per se, but the apostille, which has previously authenticated yung Philippine issued document. So what is the pricing for our documents? Ito po, standard to all across the globe. It is $25 or if converted to Kuwaiti dinars, it's 8.125. And you can claim it after 3 working days. But if you need the document, the next day, the next business day, we have an expedited service for an additional 3 KD and 250 fills. So, total niya is 11 dinars and 375 fills. So, and our last service is what we call civil registry. You know, and sa lives, sa milestones ng buhay ng mga tao, the PSA or the Philippine Statistics Authority, nandyan lahat yan. The moment you are born, may birth certificate. Pag nagpakasal, may marriage certificate. At pag sa kasamang palad, namayapa na, kailangan pa rin ng report of death or the death certificate. So what are the requirements for birth certificate? Yung mga bata na ipinanganak dito sa Kuwait para mabisahan, what you need is a copy of your birth certificate. Pag may visa yung bata, legal yung pagkakapanganak ng bata, green, color green, right? So, yung green birth certificate, have it translated to Arabic. After translation, have it stamped sa Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And then prepare passport copies of the parents and civil ID copies, and then dalhin nyo na po sa embassy para sa report of birth. Once on the same day ng filing of the report of birth, the baby can now apply for a passport. So yan po, pinagana po natin yung proseso, hindi na po kailangan bumalik ng right after the report of birth, magpapapassport na yung baby para makapag-apply na yung visa. Paano kung meron pong problema sa birth certificate? You know, hindi agad na process yung birth certificate. So you only have a pink copy of your birth certificate. What you need to do, have the pink copy translated then into Arabic, and then have it stamped in MOFA, and then same requirements, passport, civil ID of parents, and have it reported at the Philippine Embassy. On the same day, on the same day, makakapag-passport ang baby. So question, paano naman kung walang birth certificate, walang local birth certificate ang bata. For instance, sa kasinangampalan ng home birth, hindi na natin nadala sa hospital. So hindi siya ma-issue ng birth certificate. We can still issue a Philippine birth certificate doon sa bata. Of course, he will still be granted Filipino citizenship. All you need to do is come to the embassy with a baby, execute an affidavit, and then an affidavit of 2 witnesses attesting that it is your child. And then we will issue a certificate of registration and a Philippine birth certificate. And right after, yung baby pwede na ulit magpa-passport for a Philippine passport. So next service natin is a report of marriage. So for report of marriage, ang ating marriage unit, dalawa yan. Isang report of marriage, isang solemnization of marriage. So dun muna tayo sa report of marriage. Kunyari dito kayo nagpakasal, you got married here in Kuwait locally, sa courts or sa Catholic Church, basta outside the embassy you got married. So what you need to bring is the marriage certificate, have it translated to Arabic as well, then have it stamped at MOFA, and then copy of your passport and civil ID, then bring it to the embassy for report of marriage. For those who want to get married in the embassy kasi mas mura, around 50 KD lang, around 60 KD all-in na, kailangan both groom and bride are Filipino citizens. So to apply for marriage, just bring your apostille, senomar, or kahit hindi apostille, pwede din, senomar of both bride and groom, then a copy of your Philippine passport, a copy of your civil ID, and a photo. Kasi magkakaroon tayo ng announcement sa labas ng embassy that you are getting married. And after that, you will choose kung anong date nyo gusto magpakasal. Options are on Monday. So ako yung nagkakasal pag Monday. And if Wednesday, si Vice Consul Josel is solemnizing the marriage. So, if you have already chosen the date, punta lang kayo, magpalista, and then you will get married after minimum of 10 days, within which yung kailangan yung application ng marriage license. So, from the audience, any questions about consular? This is your time to get clarifications, anything related to consular services. Walang may question. Anyone? Passporting, notarials, civil registry. So if you have no questions, you can just walk into the embassy if you have any questions. The embassy is open from 8 to 4, but the processing is only open for 8 to 12. So pag dumating kayo after 12, we can still receive you, but we can only answer queries. Yung processing, it has to wait for the next day already. So if you have no further questions, I will turn over the microphone to our welfare officer, Emmanuel Santiago Diaz, for the OWA services.
Thank you, Vice Aaron.